Hello, you absolute legends. Welcome back to the channel. John here on a blustery day in Lincolnshire, but thankfully the rain has stopped. And I'm actually with the inspector as well. She's got some treats down there. I'm with the Smart ForTwo 450, the purple Smart. And as you can probably see, and as many of you have told me in lots of videos where we've done bits and pieces, the front end sits quite low. You can barely sort of get your hand in between the front tyre and these arch extensions. It could be the arch extensions that are making it look a little bit low. And actually about 6 months ago, Dad and I put some new springs on the car. For about 3 weeks, it was sitting a little bit higher, but not noticeably higher than you would expect. The ride is quite firm, it is quite jolty, and it might just be the car. I've had the car nearly 7 years now, and on our list of things to do has always been the suspension system. New front springs on the front were a necessity because one broke. However, I've never replaced any shock absorbers. They're quite expensive, shock absorbers. If you go on the internet, they're about £50 each, and I say that's quite expensive. People driving a modern car will laugh at that. However, in smart car terms, quite expensive. I had a saved search on eBay and I had a quick look, and somebody had a couple of brand new old stock. They're the QH Quinton Hazel shock absorbers for the 450 for sale as a pair for £64.99. Not that I begrudge spending money on the car, but we had the orange smart project going on at the same time as well. Anyway, I've bought the shock absorbers. We're going to fit them to the car. They are hopefully going to make the ride on the front a lot better. I've spoken to Dad. Dad's been on the internet and we've looked at a few places because, as you know, doing anything really to the front of a smart car normally means taking the front bumper off. It can apparently be done without taking the front bumper off. We're going to try it. We're going to see how we get on fitting the new shock absorbers to the front without taking the front off, but it might be that the front has to come off. Anyway, in this video, I'm at Dad's, obviously. We're at the workshop. 2 new shock absorbers. Is it going to make a difference? We'll soon find out. Right, let's get the car in the garage. Don't run over Crystal's treats. She'll be devastated. We're in. Good morning.
Hello mate, how you diddling?
How are you?
I'm all right, son.
We're in your workshop with the Smart 450. What are you up to at the moment?
Just seeing if we can get those tinkers off without taking the blinking bumper off.
Yeah, so I've said that in the introduction. I know you've had a look on the internet.
I've seen somebody do it without, but
it might be a front off job, eh? So the shockies are attached, what, to the top of the the tritium?
It's 2 nuts.
2 nuts there.
That nut's there got to come off, but then there's another nut still holding it together.
Right, okay.
The whole lot's turning at the moment.
Oh dear. Let's check out the new shock absorbers.
Yeah. Well, you had them last.
Don't know where I've put them.
Yeah, well,
Lost.
that's not a me problem.
Important things on the workbench. Your tea's here, by the way.
Yes, mate, I brought it.
Tea, coffee, drill. It's charging up. I'm just going to move that to one side and put the teas out of the way. Last thing I want is coffee all in my shock absorbers. Move that out of the way. Let's have a look at these then. Let's have a look at what's in the box. If you need some, by the way, QAG 181000.
Excellent.
Aha! There we are. There it is. Shock absorber.
Eat with an H.
There's a second one.
I'll be honest, I should think we'll finish up with the front off.
Yes.
Unless, because we ain't got the special thing to grip them.
We'll grip the end of the nut.
You got, mate?
Does that grip the end of the nut that's on the top?
No, you can do that if you can get at it with a spanner.
How high do you want it going?
We can't get at it, can we? We cannot get at it.
Da da da! That means the drill's done. Very important, axle stands. Make sure you put them in. That's it.
There's a proper tool for this job and I ain't got one to hold that tinker. We're going to throw these shock absorbers away, aren't we?
Yeah, they're absolutely knacked, aren't they?
Well, I think so. What I'm saying is I'm about to ruin them.
That's fine.
But I might not be able to tighten the new ones up.
Oh dear.
I still might have to take the front off. You know what I mean?
Trial and error.
Does that make any sense to you?
For the sake of taking the front off then,
Let's take the front off.
shall we just take the front off?
Yeah, but it's, you know as well as I do, it's a bloody pants job, isn't it?
Well, the worst bit is taking that grill off.
It is.
Right, off comes the front. So just show us what the issue is there.
The whole lot's turning.
Right.
There is a proper smart clamp thing that clamps around there without damaging it.
Yeah.
So you can hold it.
But it's just turning when you're trying to undo the nut.
Yeah, there is a proper clamp thing for the job.
So take the front off.
Then you can put a spanner on it and a thing.
Yeah. Okay. We didn't want to do it.
I'm not going to take the front off yet.
Oh, we're not going to do it yet.
I'm going to try something first.
So you've sprung into action and you're what? Well, you're making something. You're making a tool.
It might be a total waste of time.
I don't mind taking the front off,
No, because you always leave me the worst bit of the job.
which is taking that grill off, isn't it?
Yeah.
So you're heating up some pipe on some mould grips. Tool making.
Like I say, I wouldn't dare do this to the new one. You're going to hold that tool, John boy.
Yep.
Ready? And just...
Yeah, I've got hold of it.
Is it turning?
It's not going anywhere. It's not turning either.
Sure?
Yeah, I can see it's not turning.
That shaft's not turning?
Nope. It is now.
Yeah, it's all turning.
It's just still turning, isn't it?
Front off.
It is the front off, isn't it?
We really do need one of them smart car tools. I shan't worry. I think they're about £90, so...
Oof, what's it for?
I explained it to you.
No,
It clamps around that thing,
I-
and you put a spanner on it and it stops it all turning.
I wonder if any local smart car garages could lend us one. If you own a smart car garage, donate tools here. How much is it? £90? So we are seasoned professionals at taking the front off now. It's Torx.
Still don't enjoy the damn job.
No, it's a horrible job. It's Torx all down in here. You've got to take the A-pillar trims off. You've got to take that front grille off. I think we've got it down to a point where we can probably do it in 5 minutes. But it's a risk because this plastic bumper is old, brittle. And the worst part about it is removing that grill that Dad's doing. That's all the torque screws out of there. Oh, you've got a new toy. What have you got there? Hey, I like that. That's like a head cam torch. You can just get a chest-mounted GoPro and away you go. We should have timed this. I think we can do this in 5 minutes.
But you can't.
Le grill. This is what's the worst part about doing this job is the grill needs to come out and it's on these sort of clips, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 clips. And they sort of clip into the bumper, but on and off and on and off. They're a bit of a nuisance. You can see that the backside is silver because this was a silver grill. We've painted it black. Actually, it's very stone chipped now, so I think I'm probably going to paint it again while it's off. Flags.
They're not flags, or A-pillar trims. How the hell do you think come and arrive at flags? Funny fella. Come out of the way, Booty.
So in theory, the front is off. That took us 7 minutes.
The front's not off.
Will be in a minute. You're doing this side?
Yeah, okay.
I'll do this side. I've put some carpet down so we can put the bumper on there.
Ready?
Yep.
Let's go. Aha.
So you've got to take off your side lights and your fog lights, which are off.
Let's go.
Hang on, catch this end.
Let's go around the back door straight away. Can you get?
Yep. Front's off.
Just be careful.
Don't trip over this jack. Poor little smart car. Comment down below, how's your Monday going? All the lights out, yeah?
No, you need to take that 3 of that black trim off.
Yep.
And then undo the light fittings.
Okay.
Remember where they come from, they're different.
They are. So the one that has this one in the middle, you're cracking the wheels off. I wonder what the book time for doing this is in a garage. Especially with, I suppose, with the proper tool, it's going to be...
Regardez mon visage.
Sam, let us know in the comments, what's the book time for changing a couple of front shock absorbers? And the problem with these smart car lights is they've got these funny plastic clips. And I forget sometimes that this car is 20 years old. And the clips are just, well, broken.
Oh yeah, baby.
That light is... I'm going to take it out.
We'll put it under his feet then.
Because it needs cleaning anyway. It's all hazy. Give it a clean while I'm here.
While you wait, shock absorber fitting.
Now we can see the rabbit. What are you doing that side?
Taking stuff off, mate.
Hub nut?
It's not got a hub nut.
Hub bolt?
Ah.
There we go. Learning.
Hub bolt.
Hub bolt. That pushes down there. That pops off the front there. This is on a clip here. And this clip is off there. Second light off. So we've taken all that off just to get to the top there. There's the top of the shock absorber mount on that side and on that side as well. We were trying for the world record of shock absorber fitting, but we had to take the front off.
Take the flipping front off, Gromit. Been looking forward to doing this.
You have? Why have you been looking forward to doing this job?
I want to get it out of the way, get the bits out of my shed. That's what we needed to do, Gromit.
So you needed to put a Torx bit in the top of the nut, an Allen key in the top of the nut.
No, in the top of the shock absorber shaft.
Yeah, and a spanner on the nut to stop the whole thing from turning.
Yeah. There is a proper tool that safely clamps to there. So you can do it from under the wheel arch.
To where?
Round there.
Oh,
it's an aluminium tool that clamps round it and you put a big spanner on it.
And it stops that shaft from turning. We obviously don't have that tool, but it's a proper smart car tool.
It is.
Unique to the 450?
I don't know, son. I don't know.
But it is a proper smart tool.
It was smart, all right.
I suppose if you were changing these daily, if you had a smart car workshop, or you was a smart car specialist, you'd own one of those.
Certainly would. It'd save you a lot of time, wouldn't it? There's a chap on the internet called Man Fixes. And he's the chap who does it in Canada with snow hanging from his wheel arches. And he made one.
Oh, he made a tool?
Yeah. Because he's a man that fixes.
Shout out to Man Fixes then in Canada. Excellent news. Now we're cooking with gas. Have you had these shock absorbers off before in the life of the car?
Yes, son.
To do the springs, I'm assuming?
Yes, son.
Considering I've had the car 7 years, we've known about suspension issues, shall we say. The fact that we haven't changed the shock absorbers until now is quite a surprising thing. Why haven't we done it?
You tell me, Gromit.
We just never did it, did we? We just never got round to it. I suppose next port of call is going to be doing the rear as well, but not today. Well, for anyone that's following the Smart 450 progress and life on the channel, we fitted 2 new rear control arms about a month ago now because there was a horrible knocking at the rear. I am sad to say that that knocking has come back, meaning that it wasn't the control arms that was causing the issue. I think it was causing the issue of it going to one side when I was braking, but not the issue of the knocking. So we've got some more work to do on the knocking. I know we're thinking about this at the moment. Any suggestion of what that might be?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Overloaded. I'm on full power, dude.
Yeah, I can see you've had your dinner. It's ready to rumble.
I've been poised for doing this since blooming 8 o'clock this morning.
Well, I got home at 4 o'clock this morning, so I had to have a little bit of a sleep. You're going so fast, I can't even get my camera out. Hang on a minute, the shock absorber's out.
We'll get one of them Z-shaped hook things out of my toolbox, would you please?
Will do. Z-hook!
Cheers, mate.
Get your tea.
I'm doing it.
Speed tea drinking.
It's because Mike's watching me, look.
Oh, Mike is watching us. I hadn't seen that Mike was on the wall. Hang on a minute.
Mike's watching us, mate.
If you've watched the latest episode of Pistons, the podcast, you will see that I gifted Dad a signed photograph of famous Wakefield cabaret piano artiste, Mike Terry, who is a legend in our time in the workshop. He is the absolute legend. I'm glad that's on the wall.
Framed and ready to go, mate.
Oh, poised and ready to rumble.
He's keeping an eye on us. It's my hero. Torre Molinos. Torre Molinos. Torre Molinos.
A little town in Spain.
She's off.
Good stuff. There she goes. Yep, go on. There she goes. You ready for tea break?
Bonus in today.
Bonus Bolinos?
Yeah, I'm nearly on bonus, so pushing hard now. Pushing hard. Clamps come off.
Hub bolts out.
Ain't got time to fanny about today. Double my money this week on bonus. So 2 times nothing is nothing.
Oh, there it goes.
Z-clip.
Z-clip. Z-clip. Here it is.
Really? Just stop that from all collapsing.
Excellent.
There you go.
Shall we look at them shock absorbers?
It's all yours now, Gromit.
Now you can finish your tea.
Tea's still warm.
So you've taken the front off, the shock absorbers off, and your tea's
as warm as your mum has it.
is relatively warm. Yeah. Okay, shall we take a look at the old shock absorbers? I can see that that one's quite wet. Is that
I've been squirting.
where you've been squirting it with stuff?
It is, mate. Yeah.
How do you test shock absorbers? Was it just a case of stick new ones on and it should hopefully feel better?
Well, we'll have a look at this one. Look.
Yeah, really firm, really hard. Yeah, difficult to plunge. Hang on a minute.
And then we'll see what this one's like. When we get
No, the inspector is here to check.
Bless her.
Are you here to check the shock absorbers?
She jolly well is.
They are broken. Broken, Daddy.
I should be intrigued to see if it makes a difference, son.
To the way it sits?
Yeah.
Or the way it rides?
The way it sits, eh?
Oh, you scared the inspector. Good girl, Crystal.
Sorry, girl.
Has it passed the shock absorption test?
Bless her.
No, it is broken. So let's take the old shock absorber apart. The spring's got to come off. Are you going to use the spring contraption, or are you going to use proper stuff today? Proper spring compression. In comparison to the Peugeot 406, those springs are tiny, aren't they?
They're quite small, aren't they?
If you'd been going to the gym and doing...
I'll be honest with you, I still don't think these are very strong springs. Are they?
No. The springs don't look corroded, do they?
Well, they're new, but look, that one's bottoming out there, look.
Yeah. I think we've got some naff springs on.
I don't know. I bet them springs on mine are a lot stronger. My car sits ever so high now.
Have you done both of them now?
Yeah.
I thought you might have done. Didn't wait for the production crew for part 2. So if you were looking forward to seeing Peugeot 406 estate springs near side, you've looked out. Oh, that just slipped. Oh no. Watch your fingers, Gromit.
It's your head you want to worry about.
Good. What's that spring looking like?
They're half-assed little things, aren't they?
I'm wondering if there's different spring load ratings.
I don't know.
For 600s, 700s?
Yeah, but don't you think these people who sell you on eBay just sell you any old crap?
Probably. Will we be replacing them springs again?
You tell me. I would suggest that them springs aren't much cop, really, but they are. See, yeah. I'll let you form an opinion. You try them. See what you think. Oh yeah, there's a difference. A bit.
It's making a noise as well. Don't worry about the noise. Okay.
Not a lot of difference.
There's not a lot of difference there, if I'm honest.
It is the wasting of frigging time and money. Let's see if this one springs back up better.
Yeah, I understand your theory.
Oh, this one's a lot weaker.
This is a lot weaker, isn't it?
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
God, eye.
Shall we? I tell you what we'll do.
It is a lot.
We'll time it. Just put that one all the way in. Compress it all the way.
Race.
Yeah. Ready? We'll have a race. So all the way to the end, both of them. Oh, look at that. There you go. Right, we're going to do the race again, so you can see. Ready? Go. Yeah. I don't think we're wasting our time.
We shall soon find out, son, shall
But will it sit any higher? Nah. It won't.
Right, I'll tell you what we're going to do. We'll take the other bugger to bits.
Just show us that spring, because we've taken that front spring off there, and it's crap. It's like a banana.
Yeah.
We've only...
It's getting better as it's...
Oh, is it?
It's a bit like plasticine, isn't it?
Do you think it's no good? Because we only fitted them, what, 6 months ago?
I don't know, mate. I don't think much to them anyway. I
think we might probably fit 2 new front springs whilst we're here. I've just had a ring round a couple of local auto factors. They're sort of going to be £50 a pair next day sort of delivery. But I'm just concerned they're going to do the same sort of thing. Let's take the other shock absorber apart, have a look at that spring and have a look at that shock absorber. If it was your car, what would you be doing while we're here?
Trying some more springs, I think.
Yeah? There you are.
I think so.
Might be new springs as well. Right, second one, spring is off and apart. What have you found?
I don't think it's the end of the world, but that officially should be wedged in there.
What's that, the?
Top mounting.
Yep.
And that one's...
Oh, it's broken.
Yeah.
That could cause a knock, do you think?
More than likely, yeah.
So, a new top mounting needed?
Yeah, can you get one?
I'll try. Let's have a look at that one. Oh my goodness, that went in easier.
It did, didn't it?
Let's do the test again. This one is the near side. Oh, yeah, look at that.
No, it's coming up the same. Oh, there you go.
Yeah, we're not wasting our time, I don't think.
Oh, that's a lot more. Oh.
You can hear that one squelching a bit.
Yeah.
It's a bit wet, isn't it? I don't think we're wasting our time.
We're not wasting our time, no.
Let's have a look at new top mounting.
Yeah.
We've had a chat over tea break because we've discovered that the top mount bearings are, well...
No, the top mount, not the bearing.
Not the bearing. The bearing's okay. But the top mounts are no good. They are knacked. So we've also decided to fit a new pair of springs. These springs, again, are, what, 6 months old? Less than that? But I'm a big believer in life sometimes, well, you get what you pay for, and they were the cheapest spring pair on eBay about 6 months ago, and we don't reckon they're any good. So we've rang our local motor factor, AP Titan, and they have done us a deal on some top mounts, which are going to be £7 each, and some springs, which are going to be £17 each. They're going to be Febby Bilsteins and they're going to be Apex. So hopefully they're going to be a much better pair of springs. They're going to come tomorrow. So the project is now on hold for 24 hours. They're going to be here tomorrow afternoon. And then hopefully we'll fit it back together. What do you reckon? Good.
Well, I'm thinking to myself, can you remember the last time I did these? I had all that to pieces.
Yeah.
After seeing man builds on YouTube, I haven't took so much off.
There's things that we can do to this, by the way, whilst we're waiting. I'm going to paint them calipers back up, and we're going to paint the front grille just so it looks better, and clean the headlights. But we're not. I don't think we're wasting our time. What do you reckon?
Not wasting your time, me old mate. If you fix that top mount, it'll be something.
Yeah. Should be a little bit better as well. I don't mind spending money on the car, you know, throwing 50 quid at it here and there for that is not a problem.
Talking about smart cars, how's the orange peril been?
Ah, well, it's funny you should say that.
Is it slower than this?
It's not as go-karty, no. So
it's not as exciting.
No, it feels more like a car, the orange peril. Yeah. Yeah. It is what it is. Uneventful. I don't, which is a good thing, I suppose. I don't find myself thinking, aha, this is fast, or aha, this is a little go-kart. It is just a 1 litre car. It's not as knocky, it's not as bangy, it's not as rattly. You can't hear the engine noise as much. The only thing wrong with it is the radio, in that it has terrible signal. It needs a new antenna and it needs a new base. We've got the new base. We just need to fettle the put a new antenna.
That's just what it is.
Yeah. So that's the only thing that's wrong with it.
Yeah, it's been bodged up, hasn't it?
Yeah. But yeah, it's going fine. Shall we paint this grille?
I've got a better idea. Why don't we, when you get your new springs, we somehow manage to fit 2 springs each side.
Weld 2 lots of springs together. Hey, why don't we just cable tie 2 springs? Yeah. Let's do that. What are you doing?
I'm washing my nuts.
These are the suspension top holder things. You've got them in rust killer by the looks of things.
Yeah, so the spring fits on, isn't it?
Yeah, and then you've got your nuts in there. You're just cleaning everything up, ready for refitting tomorrow. Meanwhile, I have been scotch-brighting the front grille and cleaning this light, ready for refitting. I'm actually going to bring some different stuff tomorrow to do that. Crystal's been getting her treat. I'm going to wash this off, get all the dust off it, and then prime it.
Can we call that a day then?
Yes, that's the end of day one. Talk us through what you've done, and I'll talk you through what I've done.
Took some bits off, mate.
You've just given me a comprehensive list of everything you're going to talk about, and then you've done me over there. Right, so you've got the suspension here ready to go.
Yeah, that's the new shock ears ready to go. We've got some new mountings coming for there.
Yeah.
We're going to fit some more new springs, hopefully more heavy duty than they are.
Yep.
I've cleaned all them up because they was corroded to anything, and I've put some wax on them.
What's that?
That's
Just the mountings.
Yeah, I think that's
So you've got everything laid out basically, ready to go.
ready to rumble.
Meanwhile, I have spray painted the front grille. It's drying off, that's looking good. And I have cleaned the entire tritium cell. I've given the tritium cell a clean and a polish. I want to just show you this corner where everything is looking nice and shiny. Look at that. You don't see that normally on a 24-year-old black car. The lights have been cleaned, crystals down there. I've still got lots to do, including cleaning off all the paintwork, but yeah, it's looking good. I'm happy with that. Going to give that a few more coats. What's that cost us today? Springs, 30 quid. Top mounts, 10 quid. 40 quid.
Well, you nearly had to put a blooming mask on and call yourself Dick Turpin when you knocked the bloke down on the price of them bits.
Our local motor factors did us a deal, didn't they?
Next thing you know, excuse me, Boston Place, yes, we've just been robbed.
We initially were quoted near £30 for a spring, and I've managed to get 2 for £30. So I think that's good going. They look after us, don't they? At AP Titan in Boston. They get a shout out as well. Next part then will be fitting it. When it comes, you'll again see that.
Dick Turpin, at least he wore a mask.
I've spent a lot of money on smart cars this week. I've nearly spent my entire month's wages on smart cars this week. So, yeah, save a penny when I can. Anyway, join us tomorrow. Well, there you have it then. Didn't really go to plan day one of replacing the suspension system on the Smart 450. We've discovered that we need some new top mounts, and actually we're going to put a couple new springs on there as well. We've got to wait now 24 hours to get to our local auto factors. They're coming next day, so hopefully by the end of tomorrow the Smart 450 will all be back together. If you've enjoyed this video, thumbs up please. Sorry it wasn't as comprehensive as we thought. Sorry we didn't get the job done. The next video will be the job finished, hopefully. If you haven't already subscribed, please consider to do so. It is free and it supports what Dad and I are doing on the channel. Till next time, have a great day, whatever you're getting up to. Take care, thanks for watching, goodbye. If you've enjoyed this video, I've selected a few more specially for you on this page. Click either side to select them now. And if you haven't already, please hit the subscribe button to always stay up to date with the channel.